How's it going, boys? Today on Standard, we are playing a Rakdos self-discard deck. And I know, it's pretty scary. The fact that, one, this is a legitimate Rakdos self-discard deck, and two, that he somehow magically knew the color combination name of two colors. He sometimes gets monocolors wrong, but now suddenly he has the knowledge of what is Rakdos? Blasphemy. But despite that, this deck is pretty interesting, and it was one of the harder decks to actually pull off. I'm taking an extra day to make this bad boy work, and it was a hard thing. So we're going to be using Dying to Serve and Cauldron of Pestilence. These two cards in combination are pretty majestic. You make a 2/2 and a 1/1 that heals for 1. Essentially, you have blockers for a very long time. Then we have things like the Celestus that makes it easy, and deck of many things, because getting your cards back that you discard is pretty cheeky. Plus, if you roll that 20 and get back an Eyetwitch, you can easily discard it with things like Pyre, Infernal Grasp, or Meathook, Blood on the Snow. There's options. There's so many options. Unexpected Windfall just for draw and mana, so we can get the Burning House, Blood on the Snow, or a big meaty Hook Massacre if we want to. And a Lolth, because Lolth kind of works really well when you have a lot of things being constantly summoned and whatnot. This deck is pretty cheap, that's all I'm gonna say. And it was hard to make this bad boy work. I struggled for literal hours to make this consistent. There are a bunch of problems in Magic the Gathering Arena, specifically when it comes to cards like Dying to Serve or anything that creates perpetual value. It seems to me that there is one algorithm always used for these kind of cards. But there is a little bit of but, and I'm going to get into when we start the games, but the concept is pretty simple, and honestly, it's really amazing. This deck is way stronger than you would probably imagine a normal deck to be. And with that being said, boys, like and subscribe. We're almost there, 90k subscribers, almost there. I can almost feel it, you boys supporting. Oh, it's amazing. And you support every time even a little bit harder. So, because of that, I feel inspired. And I have made the decision for my New Year's resolution to become a better father. Not to my children, because I don't have any, hopefully, but to all of you. And that does not mean that I'm gonna legitimize you. No, the exact opposite, in fact. Mostly this is gonna be, hey, I kinda need stuff, and you give me stuff, kind of dad going back into your life after being lost for a very time. No emotional things, but mostly material things. I think that's gonna be a really sweet relationship. One-sided, maybe, but you have to give and you have to take, and I think it's your time to give. Okay, I'm just kidding, but thank you for the support, boys. And with that being said, without any further ado, let's just get it cracking and see what happens. So I do have two very interesting takeaways while making this deck. First of all, well, I should say probably number one. Number one is, man, I have been reading a little bit, and people are currently extremely mad about the fact how bad the land smoothing is. And I can occur. I have had, in the last 2 days, I've played four games in a row. 4 games in a row, I got mana screwed. The numbers like that should not be allowed. 2 times I had a 20/30% land draw ratio. 2 times I had a 70+ land draw ratio. Needless to say, completely broken and not okay. So yeah, Wizards, you again, as an indie development company, it's bad. Nothing else can be said about that. It's just bad. So, do I just go for the environmental science, or do I grip? He's a Gobbo player, so maybe 3 damage is a lot. He could have burns. But if I environmental science, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna just do that. And let's take 1 red mountain. It's fine. And the second thing I figured out is Arena is 100% working. Oh, well, of all the things that could happen, honestly, that was not exactly under my expectancy range. But not the worst type of situation, we can deal with this. Admittedly, I do want a Meathook Massacre, but hey. So, the second thing I find is that Arena is 100% working with a forced deck stacking when it comes to perpetual value cards. Any card that you drop and it constantly creates value tokens, you know. I have already said this multiple times, but for example, our good old same old friend called Skeleton Swarming. It's almost near impossible to find any card like Skeleton Swarming in do copies in the opening hand, aka before the 20th draw. It's almost impossible to do it. Situations like that just flat out seemingly do not exist in this game. And this is gonna be pretty juice, not gonna lie, boys. Actually amazing. You can kind of see the moment his soul leaves the body right there. But, again, back to perpetual cards. You know, Skeleton Swarming, Dying to Serve, Hallowed Haunting, all of those cards, absolutely almost all of those cards without any real exception. Oof, I really want to do some things here. I want to play Lolth, but if I play Lolth, she just dies and nothing good comes out of it. But if I do this, technically, maybe. But yeah, every card that has perpetual value inbuilt is gonna be 1 card in 20. And if you get more than that, honestly, in my experience, you probably just lose. Because it should not happen. Also, please just go for the Faceless Haven. If you drop a card, I'm honestly not gonna be happy noises about it. Faceless Haven me, dude. Do it, daddy. Show us. That's a little bit much. Well, technically, annoying, but at the same time, this is completely fine. Now I can still drop Lolth. But it would have been a lot cooler if I could have gotten the Faceless Haven. It is what it is, as they say. But yeah. So, that's a thing. And also, you know, there are obviously things that wizards do. I could go for Confront the Past. I'm gonna go this to be safe. Maybe he drops something extremely unsufferable. And, ooh. Yeah, I'm gonna take the opportunity to drop Dying to Serve. Well, nice! A deck that can replace cards so rapidly like us has a pretty easy time dealing with a lot of decks, honestly. So, you know, our main win condition, which is discarding ourselves, sometimes we don't exactly need it. We're just gonna win through sure, abnormally high, and great value of exchange. So, you know, normal stuff, as they say. Let's hope he doesn't play anything too annoying. I want to value Meaty Hooky. Maybe that's... Oh, he's just going for that? Really now? Annoying. Well, it's your choice. So, Boast it is. The question is now, do I go for the Dying to Serve to create value here, or do... I'm gonna go for this. I want value at the moment. Because this is a make things more expensive deck, I can guarantee you that. And it always drops on turn 3 the angel, not angel, but it's a flying cleric that makes things more expensive. This does seem to be like that sort of thing. Maybe he's land starved though. Oh, Loomis, I think he is land starved in that case. Oh my. Aren't you a little bit tad unlucky there, Chief? Well, you know, I can still go for more value. Nah. Let's not be exactly too greedy about this. He could probably play a million quadrillion things that make our things more expensive. But that is absolutely kind of fine. Oh yes, kind of fine. Well, China's not fine or whatnot. What is this? Hello? Cute, I guess. But no cigar? Well, maybe a cigar. Well, anyway, got Celestus, so now we have perpetual of value. But yeah. Ooh. Yeah, if there's anything I ever want to get rid of, it's definitely that thing. Instantly. Not even a question. It's 3 damage. That's a lot of damage. This is 2 damage in total, and I just healed for 1. So, you know, not exactly too worried about this. Bloody on the snowy. Ah, it's gonna flip to nighttime anyway, so might as well do it. Let's see what we draw. But yeah, look at this. And this is kind of rare, but yeah, he's land starved. I don't know why Wizards does it, because everyone as one is mad about it. Why? Imagine you had a button in Magic where you just pressed, do you want a 30% land draw ratio? Do you want a 40% land draw ratio, 50, 60, 70, or whatever the number you want? And, you know, Wizards just gives it to you. Because honestly, what's the point of not giving it to you? Also, man, this guy is currently set at ad. Do I just... He's gonna abandon. There's no way he doesn't. Honestly, can't even blame him for it. Okay, let's just wipe it. He can see the moment his soul left the body. That's so sad. Admittedly, I'm not too sad. He's an aggro deck, but you know, kind of still a little bit sad that someone has to, because we're playing arena. There's no reason to ever experience being screwed over by lands. It's just not an experience that legitimately should exist in a digital game. Thankfully, it's only digital and, you know, whatever, but there's no reason this experience should be here. There's no. Also, 5 cards, and we will probably have a chance to draw another Dying to Serve. But I have played a lot of situations where it's for Dying to Serve, by the way, specifically. I haven't noticed it. Well, I guess that's definitely cheek. I haven't noticed it for different decks, but for Dying to Serve, this is definitely a thing for some reason. Do I want to do this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I'm gonna do this because it's just value. Take action. Oh, wow. You know, I have enough HP. He's an aggro deck, so we know how this works. Also, by the way, this is now gonna create... Oh, I should have... Oh, I didn't attack with a Zombie. That's my bad. All these lands, and no Lolths. But the zombies are accumulating. And imagine you're, by the way, a control deck. And control decks currently in Standard have rarely ways to deal with enchantments / artifacts. And, you know, someone's just summoning a 1/1 almost every gosh dang it turn. That's quite the situation you probably don't want to be a part of, you know? Okay, this is where we bloody the snow. And it's fine. Bam! So, yeah. Take action, why not? Wow, this is... What's our land draw ratio currently? 5, 7... 8, 9, 10, 11. 11! And we finally got Lolth. Wait, admittedly, Lolth kind of feels badman. Because, well, you know, look at this. Yeah. Do I want to summon? Nah, but I can attack with a lot of things. Let's attack with 2. Doesn't really matter too much. Lolth is gonna survive. She's gonna say, "Uwu Aba, thank you, senpai, you saved me. Now I get to feed on thingamajiggies. I have my babies." It's, what? What? It's a dream come true. Well, not exactly a Lolth, because the spider part kinda scares me. Even though spiders, as you may know, are a part of my life that I willingly choose to have. Like, there's still a giant well, it's not a giant cobweb per se, but there's... Oh no, this is... Wait, Lolth! No! Sweetie! Now, he's not killing Lolth. There's no way! Also, I do have a way to resurrect her, so I guess it doesn't matter. But there's literally a giant cobweb 5 centimeters from my arm. Ah, funny, I know. Not really. Oh. Who's the aggro deck, right? But yeah. Spiders. They should be all asleep now, but they're not for some reason. Okay, do I want to be fancy-pantsy and, like, actually block things because, you know, oh no, tried... Wait! Lolth survives! Wait, no! Oh, I could have made Lolth survive, because first strike. I should have just blocked all the first strikes and it would have been fine. But I would have, but the thing is, honestly, I would wipe the board anyway, so it doesn't really matter. I guess this way I just get a little bit of a more of a lick in, but yeah, does it really matter? I don't know. But as you can see, this is just one dying to serve and it's creating so much pressure. Imagine what happens when you have 2 dyings to serve or 3 dyings to serve. This is why Wizards hides all perpetual value cards. Because they are simply put devastatingly powerful. And, you know, that's a little bit of a balance issue to a degree. But hey, they implemented Hullbreak Kraken. Like, how does Wizards not understand the basic principle of card designing in Magic? That there does not exist a thing called balancing a card based on mana value. If it costs 10 mana, 7 mana, 20 mana, or a billion mana, if the effect is worth it, people are gonna just create decks that, you know, play the card. They're literally just gonna do that. And by the way, this deck is really good at drawing cards because, look at this. Pestilent Cauldron, you literally can just exile his things. I'm gonna just do it here because, you know, why not? Honestly, not exactly necessary or arguably even good in this situation. But as you can see, ta-da! Super easy, right? You'd be surprised how much cards you can actually gain with that bad boy. And I could kill it, but is there an... Wait, yeah, I just kill it and win. Yeah, maybe there's a reason to legit get rid of it. Oh, this deck is so fun sometimes. So ridiculously fun. You're probably thinking, can this deck be competitive? Is it actually that good? Well, I made it as good as humanly possible, but the thing in a situation... Nah, I have Meathook Massacre. The thing in a situation like this is, there are 3 big no-nos to deck building. And one of those no-nos is, if you have cards that literally do nothing, aka, well, Cauldrons and Dying to Serve. Those cards are called do-nothing cards, because they essentially do kinda nothing. You play them, they don't exactly have real value. You need to wait until they produce their value. If you have 4 of those cards in your deck, you're already kind of weak. If you have 8 of those cards, in our case we have 7, you're arguably ridiculously underpowered. And this is a loss, because, you know, this guy's a pushback deck or, you know, Epiphany deck, aka stuff that we can't really deal with, if he's lucky enough. And by lucky enough, I just mean, well, I don't mean anything really, but, you know, I don't this looks like a not a win. But whatever. So, that's one of the things that you should never do when building decks. If you want to legit make a good, strong, powerful, ho-ho-ha-ha deck. The good part is I can actually drop this and get rid of the 1 Infernal Grasp. Or burning down the house. Kinda depends. He may counterspell this, but I'm on 3 mana. Can't cast Lolth. Oh, hello there. That's a little bit interesting. Oh. Yeah, I'm gonna pressure a lot here. Meathook Massacre, bye-bye. You're gonna be useless. The other thing that you can't... so that was one thing that you can't do in deck building. The second thing you should know about deck building is if you have 60 cards and you have 12 cards of a thing doing X, for example, a card that either ramps, removes creatures, counter spells, or whatever, you have a 100% an extreme consistent rating of actually like legitimately having that card constantly available to you. So if it's extremely pivotal to your deck, that's a good way to build your deck, having 12 of X card. You will always have it, you will always find it, it's gonna be always available to you. You know, that's kind of a small thing, I would say. And the third one is, if you're making a multicolored deck, 2-color, 3-color, or whatever color plus, you can even make a 4-color deck extremely easily, as long as it follows just one simple rule of conduct. And that simple rule of conduct is, kind of expected this, by the way. And that simple rule of conduct is, do not have a lot of cards that have a requirement of 2 specific mana or 3 specific mana or something like that. Is that an epiphany? Well, yeah, but you can't win 3 games in a row. That's also a thing that you can't do in this game. Wizards literally does not allow it. So perfect hands are perfect hands. And the way that this game works, well, everyone has a perfect hand very, very often if you need to lose. Because the game just understands what makes you win and what makes you lose. It's just statistical probability analysis. Pretty easy. Also, if you're thinking, man, you start off with 4 lanes a lot in this deck. Yes, I legitimately do. Every third game, pretty much, I start with 4 lanes in the opening hand. No idea why they also thought that this is a good idea, but hey, they did. Man, imagine you're Wizards and you just screw up the game this badly. Like, how? Why? Well, the how and why is kind of simple, but it should not be simple. It should be a legitimate, hard to answer question, but Wizards is like, nah, fam. No hard questions here. Infernal Grasp, though, is going to probably deal with anything that this guy drops. It's a life gain deck. Or a Vren and Sven deck. I can only imagine that this would be a value card in any of those 2 decks. Hello there. Now that's a little bit interesting. Might as well do this. Okay, guaranteeing myself a good thing. You technically only need 2 red lands in this deck. Sometimes 3 is fine, but you know, aim for 2. 3 maximum. Don't screw yourself up in color combinations. Okay, the good part is I can technically also just drop a pistol, whatever. Because this guy currently seems slow. So this is gonna be probably free real estate. God, deck of many things. Imagine rolling a natural 20. Oh, by the way, I can legitimately just tell you, it doesn't matter if you have 0 cards or a full hand of cards. When you're using deck of many things, every 3rd or 4th, depending on the situation, roll will be a hand discard. Guaranteed. Absolutely 100% guaranteed, boys. Also, is this guy just... Okay, so after that instantaneous loss, we just have a free win again. Feels good to not be the only one lane screwed, but yesterday I was the only one lane screwed, so, well, at least it's an experience. Thank you, Wizards. You are truly bad at what you do. Okay, but I kind of like it. Also, the question is there a legitimate reason to wipe this, or just kill this and call it a day? Do I go for deck of many things for that because it's just a free... Oh, hello there. Took you long enough. Why are you looking at my Pestilent Cauldron? Oh my. If I just kill it like this, it just gives me a free turn to drop deck of many things, and I'm okay with that. I'm gonna take that opportunity possibility. Okay. Do that. Ooh, even more. Well, MacGuffin magic, boys. What can I say? It's truly a delight. Gonna drop this as red, by the way. We have a dual land. Ooh-woo. That ooh-woo was not necessary, I know. But whatever. Man, this guy is probably not happy about life. For A multitude of reasons. He has an Ajani avatar, so... The hell did you do again? You did a training thing. You exiled a card if you Oh my god, this poor sweet summer child. What the hell is he... What? Oh, that's just not a good way to live life. Man, look at this poor plebeian. He is 100% the epithet of what it means to be not content with life. Well, I can relate, so, you know, what can I really say? Hello there, luminous aspirant. You're annoying. By the way, they also did something with the... Oh, I'm just gonna destroy you now, thank you. Bam! Do I want to draw a card or deck of many things? No, deck of many things. Let's not be reasonable. Ching. Okay, now I'm not gonna... Wow. Literally all the removal, huh? Well, time to start creating pest tokens. And look at this. Anyone want to bet that there's dying to serve in the next 4 cards? Does anyone want to make that bet? I am very confident in making these bets. It's so ridiculously rare to not draw every of X card by the 20th card by default. I just can't. Well, this... Wait, how many cards do you have in your deck? 70 or something? Cool. Again, do you not learn your lesson already? Oh, I could get an Eyetwitch back. Yeah, that's not exactly great, getting an Eyetwitch back. I'm gonna adjust. Yeah, I'm gonna... There's no reason to not blood on the snow. Do it. Block it. See what happens. Nice. Or I could... No. No, he's not playing a single... I want my Eyetwitch though, so yeah, I'm gonna do it like that. Oh, look at that. Also, I can mill him. And you'd think this mill is, by the way, bad, but it's easy to honestly get this to 7 in the late game. So yeah, that's something you should probably not, you know, remember, it's actually a pretty powerful mill effect in the late game, if you get that far. What do we want more? Probably this. Good enough. Also, I can discard it if I want. My options are so limitless. I don't have an idea what you are. Wow, that's cool. Oh, I guess. Didn't do actually a lot there, but hey, that's fine. It's... Oh, got Lolth. Boys, we got Lolth. I repeat, we got Lolth. Okay, now we're cooking. Oh yeah, I'm gonna discard the card probably, and then I'm just gonna deck of many things in my opponent's turn. You can also do that, so it's a thing. So easy. Well, he's land stuffed. Hey, but that, you know, so I went into the Reddit, and I saw someone writing, man, I hate relying on like. People protect Magic's RNG and call it skill with so much absolute vitriol, it's sickening. It's insane that you can honestly do that. I went in the Reddit, and I rarely go there, but every time I go there, I see something that just absolutely baffles my mind. And this time, you know what it was? Someone wrote in the Reddit, man, I am so sick of this game not being competitive because of the RNG. And people instantaneously jump on the guy and say, every card game has RNG, it's inherently dead, you just need to learn to manage RNG, and they just go at the guy. Like, Jesus goddamn Christ, they just go on the guy. And the guy replies, yeah, but other games don't have land screwing. And there's no reply after that. Well, hello there. I think we have met before. And there's no reply after that. His comment just gets downvoted. The average Magic player seemingly is just incapable of admitting that lands are a bad mechanic. It just 100% seems like that. Attack with everything. Give no quarter. Look at this guy. That's wait, is that... Yeah, that's a 20% land draw ratio. Well, 25, but who cares? Again, why? We're playing it in an online format. Well, honestly, if there were still Magic the Gathering official tournaments, I would not believe that there's a single one of them that's legit. I would never trust an outcome. Because Blizzard is a progressive woke company. I have said this already many times. They would absolutely just, you know, force a win out of the guy that they wanted to win. There would be no integrity. So yeah. Why are they... It's funny. But that's a win. So this was Consistent. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already. Check out the channel. And have a nice day. And bye-bye.